Hello everybody and welcome to some SimCity. Yes. Before we get started with our new project, and no, it won't be over here. We'll get to there eventually, probably, maybe. We are going to be starting a new city here. But before we do that, as many of you know, in my last gaming vlog, I asked the people which means you, what they would most like to see from me if I was to focus on one thing for a while. And the majority of people said they wanted to see SimCity. Well then, I guess I'm going to be making more SimCity episodes for you guys. I'm fine with that. One thing I have noticed, my SimCity Let's Play has passed my original Civ 3 Let's Play as the longest series on my channel. That one finished up at 141, and we're up in the 160s already, so yes, this is officially the longest Let's Play on my channel. One person even went as far as to suggest I finish the entire region, and I gotta tell you, that's a tall order. I mean, even if I don't do it all on camera, we're looking at a 300, 400, 500 episode series, which will probably still be going in 2016 when I turn 30. But I'm not sure if I'll go that far or not, but we'll see. And that's even if I don't do everything on camera. I mean, there's a lot of cities I didn't make on camera, like Lysopolis I didn't make on camera. I didn't make avocado on theater. I didn't make Dutch chocolate on camera. And there's a few others I didn't make on camera. I made Nay work during a stream, and made a lot of these cities along the beach on my own. Toilet Bowl, I don't think I ever broadcast that, or Statman, or New KOB. Yeah, there's a lot of places that I did not make on camera in this region. But I think the more important cities I will make on camera for you guys. If I really am going to fill up this entire region, and keep in mind, I'm not sure I'm even going to do that, but if I was to do that, I would need some good, ideas from you guys, because wouldn't it be boring if I just made all these cities alike? I mean, let's count right up quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We still have 14 medium squares, one, not including the one we're going to make today. We have one large square, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. We have 42 small squares, 14 medium squares, and one huge square left. If I made those all the same, or with all the same idea, it would be boring. It would be boring for me to make, it would be boring for you to watch. So I need ideas. So as this series progresses, if you have various ideas for what I could do, what I could make, I'd say go for it. But yes, we are going to start our new city today. As you notice, it's already surrounded on 3 sides by cities that are already made. And like I believe I stated in a previous video, I want this to be a pleasant and wonderful city. I'm going to try my best not to make this a troll city, even though you know how much I love making troll cities. Is that the beginning of a small hill? I suppose it is. Alright. This city will consist of, we'll have hills in it. You can tell where the neighboring cities are kind of funky. We're going to have a mountain range with a painful bend in it over here. Okay. We got that together. And the main idea for the city was to have a central bay. So the central bay really will be central. Maybe closer to the wall, but it'll, the border. But it will be central. All right. And there we go, a nice little bay. Of course, this leaves the actual room for building the city a lot more smashed than I originally thought, but I'm not really too worried about that. Let's make sure everything's aligned. Okay, everything's aligned. So I see no reason not to save and continue. Alright, here we go. We are going to go into play mode. We are going to name this city Bardolino, after this bottle of wine that I have sitting right here. And in the spirit of naming things after Philly sportsmen, Roy Halladay is going to be the mayor of this city. Yes, quite a picture. Oh, they already want to give us a tourist attraction. And we'll build it later. It's not going to be the first thing we build anyway. It's kind of silly. So, alright. What we are going to do, first of all, I want to sort of see the axis of where this... Because I want that highway to go into the city that's closer to the wall, if you know what I mean. Don't know if that made any sense, but I keep saying the wall. The bordery down... The bordery? Damn, I'm having trouble with the English language today. But this right here is our big city. So I kind of want to make that line up well. Alright. Ooh. Anyway, we are going to have our central features along here. I was thinking of having this city sort of be along a central axis. I mean, the axis doesn't have to be on center. I'm just saying it has to be an axis. And it will go up this hill and down the hill into this valley here. Oh boy. And let's see if we can to level some of this out. Okay. Alright, good. And this will be our wonderful, beautiful boulevard. I kind of wonder if I should make it diagonal or not, because diagonal roads often cause problems. But I figure, we'll leave it out for a bit, and so it won't be diagonal right on the water's edge like it was in the neighboring city. So there'll still be room to put things along here. Besides, we might be altering this coastline as we go along. Alright, I think it's going to be simple enough just to hook you up. And we have to start thinking about the street pattern for this city. I'm thinking of trying something here. Putting a row of regular shops along here, and then everything else being a bit back from the Central Boulevard. Or better yet, I was thinking of having a sort of a tree-lined boulevard. I'm going to build all these things as streets, and if the opportunity comes up later, if the need arises, I should say, 4, 5, 6, I shall convert them into streets or one-way roads, or whatever the case is. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, this is going to be a very gritty city. Oh man, you know what? We're on the top of a mountain here, aren't we? I'm very tempted to... Actually, you know what? We're going to have a mountain-topping road for mountain-topping views. Isn't that a lovely idea? And we will conveniently have it hook up to this road over here. And the rich and the fabulous of Bardolino will live along this road with the grand vistas of all the other places. And, well, there's no more grand vistas after there, so we'll just decide where that road goes later. Okay, so let's see. What to do. I was thinking of having this be streets of the, well, first of all, we have to think of what kind of streets are going to be along, or what kind of buildings are going to be along here. I was thinking 3x6 type buildings, and what will come out of that, it's hard to say. Whoa there, buddy. Okay, so 4 by a lot, because this is going to mostly be a medium density city. I know it might not be the most economical thing to do to build a lot of this while paused, but yeah, we're going to have some problems here already. When I envisioned the city in my head, I kind of thought there would be more room between this and the slope, but oh well, it's not really a big deal. We're going to just extend you out. Be-doot-doot. In fact, there's really no reason why I should expand that too far beyond there, because we're going to have to take special measures to build on the hills, and already we're kind of getting a little funky over here. Take me down to Funky Town. Actually, we don't know if that's going to be there yet, so... And keep in mind, I've already messed this up, didn't I? Not necessarily. Nah, we can figure a way around that. And what little of an industrial sector we will have will be over here. But remember, I wanted the other city mainly to be a feeder city for this one. So what we are going to do is do some attaching things up. And just for the sake of this exit, we're going to make this a avenue over here. Alright. You're going to be an avenue that... Kind of cool if we could have it go under the underground. You know what I want, just because I think it would look nice? What if we made this a ground highway between here? Like, I know people would not be able to get across, but... Well, I mean they would, but it would be in a big derpy bridge. It just feels... Oh, come on. Did I demolish one too many squares? And there we go. Not sure why I wanted to do that, but I did. Okay. Whoa, hello Mr. Game. I'm so nervous it crashes whenever I play this game. Especially when I'm scrolling around a lot. But crashes can come at any time. This is why you have to save often. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not even really sure why I find this necessary, but I want to. I desire it. And in a land such as this, these glorious United States of America, why do I need any other reason? So, there we go. 1, 2, 3 exits over here. And I will try to fit the entirety of the industrial zone. At least, you know, what's going to be the low wealth industrial zone in this corner. So, that's our goal. And we are going to zone. We're going to make roads with that objective in mind. Okay. And as much as I hate to use freaking coal power, we are going to in this case. Now that's where I realize it's possible to have cities that don't even have these kind of things in them, but it might just be easier if we just have one. People can enjoy some, I don't know, it almost feels like a religious necessity that every city in SimCity has to have a industrial zone such as this. Well, at least it's going to be shoved in the corner and out of the way of anything else we might need. Alright, so our next step is to go down here. I think it's fair enough to have an industrial avenue of sorts, which will also serve as our first exit. I really don't like that. We could have done better with that. There's no reason for it to have to droop down like that. There we go. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's not as bad as it was. But, perfect spot for our first exit for this highway. And this is kind of an inconvenient spot for it to come here, you might say. Oh god. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. That's clever. I didn't know you could do that. That must have been a NOM expansion. Alright, so we have our main little avenue that goes between the two major parts of our pretty much a highway that takes us to our industrial area. Come on. There we go. Oh god. Oh good, that worked. Alright. Yeah, this expressway is going to be a bit of a thorn in our side, unfortunately. I mean, I could put it along the waterfront, but I don't know. I think when a city does that, it really loses a valuable territory. Yeah, I really didn't build this with the intention of, with the thought that I was going to be putting a highway here. Huh. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. Well, I guess I could sort of put it on the waterfront, despite what my impassioned argument against waterfront expressways. I don't know, but it's already pointing more out towards here. Okay, well, let's just take the problem a little bit at a time. Oh god, I went through this in the last city too, didn't I? Alright, well, we're gonna have to do some terraforming. Well, at least people up here will be able to look down on a great terraforming project. Alright, well, we have that. We have that. And if we can just, yeah. As long as we have that curve in order, everything else should flow naturally. Really, I'm not even sure these highways are all that necessary. They just sort of, exist because they, ought to, I guess. Huh. Well, I guess I could have this, I guess my best bet is to have it going along the, way here. You know what? Maybe a ground highway would be good here, too. I know I'm wasting money by destroying already built, perfectly fine segments of already built highway for other things, but I don't know. I don't know. It just seems nicer. And also that limits the number of ways through, although I might build a tunnel here if possible. Could be nice. And also having the city segmented is kind of a neat little concept. Alright, first of all, gonna have to give a wide berth for exit ramps. Well, that does line up, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know how this goes. Still, this is almost a waterfront expressway, which isn't necessarily the most aesthetic thing, because in Philly, if this was 95, this would be Delaware Avenue / Columbus Boulevard, which is what's hanging out in that area. And there we go. So pretty much there will be no overground connection between those areas. But I'm okay with that. Now the idea of forcing all the traffic onto the avenues isn't that unappealing either. And oh look, we're building because we have not been paused at all during this time. Of course I'm going to keep this elevated from here on out, I think. But I think we have enough to be getting along with for this part of the city. So I think it's now time to build more stuff and have great fun. First of all, I really don't think there's going to be too much danger of water pollution, so of course there's no power, so we're going to have to link that all up. Just for the sake of completion, let's make some of our streets go through. Oh man, SimCity really isn't a game that gets old, at least in my opinion. Which is one of the reasons I've been able to present you with so many episodes. So this is the island that's shared between 4 cities. And, yeah, the only way I can build a bridge is really up here. Is that bridge good? I like that bridge better. I don't plan to have altogether too much on this island. And there's no connection down here, I remember. There's no city down there. Well, there's a city, but that portion of the island is so small I never built on it. We'll connect that up later when we figure out how we want to connect it up.